Hello, and welcome to the Ant-Man channel. It is Monday the 30th of June 2014. I am your host, Ant-Man. I got a couple of articles here in front of me, but I think I'm gonna read the big one here. Very big article here from WND that just came in. And I'll just go ahead and read it. It's from WND under the column Faith. It is written by Bob Unruh, and it is a WND exclusive. This is hot news this morning for anybody out there that believes in Jesus Christ. Woo woo! You know that religious liberty has just won a gigantic victory in the Supreme Court. Supreme Court rules on Hobby Lobby versus Obamacare. Sorry, I almost said Obamacare. 5-4 decision in landmark battle over religious freedom. Yeah, that's right. The U.S. Supreme Court, in a 5-4 decision Monday, ruled that a closely held for-profit business can opt out of Obamacare's controversial contraception requirement based on religious objections. The case brought by Hobby Lobby on Oklahoma-based arts and crafts chain with about 1,300 employees in Conestoga Wood Specialties, a Pennsylvania cabinet maker, challenged the Affordable Health Care Act, required that employees provide free contraception coverage, including abortion-inducing drugs. What an attack on your religious liberties that is. That's not by chance or by random events. It didn't form out of a bowl of soup. You know what I mean? That was deliberately engineered, I think. I think it's obvious. I think it's obvious that people are attacking your religious freedom in this country, you guys. Excuse me, I'm wiping my nose. Hobby Lobby's argument was based on the Religious Freedom Restoration Act, or RFRA, which protects the individual beliefs of citizens. The majority opinion by Justice Samuel Alito dismissed the Department of Health and Human Services argument that the companies cannot sue because they are for profit corporations and that the owners cannot sue because the regulations apply only to the companies. Alito said that would leave merchants with a difficult choice: give up the right to seek judicial protection of their religious liberty or forego the benefits of operating as corporations. Yes, just like modern day Christianity, the modern day state isn't what it used to be. This country was built on the rule of law and on the Constitution and on you having unalienable rights. Just like, how that has been, hijacked by progressive liberals who have brought us into bureaucratic despotism, pretty much. The Christian church is also under attack by the emergent movement. People who don't read their Bible. People who leave the sin issue out. You see, corruption is an A and B plan. It has an A and a B plan. It uses the feminine, which is Isis, or Mithra, or Jezebel, whoever the hell you like to use there, oh, don't tell me I'm a sinner. I'm a good person. How dare you? I'm a good person. Don't tell me I'm a sinner. You're a bigot. Okay? That's the feminine. That's the spirit of Jezebel. And then when this plan A doesn't work, plan B comes into action. Plan B is the masculine, intimidation. Overall, the plan is domination. Intimidation is one of the greatest. I mean, if you guys have pet peeves, know that one of my pet peeves is intimidation. When somebody doesn't want to just talk rationally with you, instead they start raising their voice and they start barking orders at you, and they start bowing up their chest and bugging out their eyes. My fists, they get tight. I get hot. I get hot. My blood begins to boil. I start to even shake a little bit because I'm more afraid of me murdering somebody on accident than somebody beating me up, because I'm not afraid of a fight. But when people try to bring me into a fight, I don't like it, because first of all, I train to kill people. I'm a mixed martial arts trained. I train in mixed martial arts. I don't mess around when it comes to fighting. When a yuppie, no good pea brain tries to get in a fight with me, oh man, the patience that I have to exercise on that person is ridiculous, man. I mean, I did not grow up turning the other cheek. I grew up beating up people all my life. I had a problem. I used to bully people. I used to get in boxing matches all over with, all the kids around my neighborhood. I would fight people all the time, dude. I grew up fighting. It's not a good thing, but I always used to be like that. Like, skip the talking. I know you're just trying to get me mad. I'm going to punch you in your mouth. That's how I grew up. But look, this is how this whole, and I bring up the church and the state to coincide with one another for this whole fact. The whole, you're not allowed to talk about certain things and be politically correct bullcrap comes from that domination. It comes from that spirit of Isis and Apollo or whatever you want to call it. And the whole other thing with the church is also, it's engineered by design in my opinion, so that people do not know about sin. Because when you know about sin, it gives you, like, we're supposed to be like salt and light. What does light do? Light exposes the darkness. And what does salt do? Salt creates thirst, it conserves, it irritates. We're supposed to be stirring up our society to reach outside of the box. And when you see this kind of stuff, it's just, it's a shame, because the average person in our society does not understand how engineered these things are and how planned and how by design they've been putting this in your face to try to take away your liberty. It's just it's shocking. And even after the court had already ruled Hobby Lobby over Obamacare, you see all over the news it's popping up. The White House says that it is a danger to the health of women for us to, for Hobby Lobby to be ruled over Obamacare. It's a danger, it's a risk to the health of women now. So I don't know, you guys. You guys need to open your eyes though and know that this is all like it's all engineered, man. I'm not even gonna read all this. I'm gonna cut you guys some slack today so that you guys pretty much understand the whole gist of this, man. We need Whitfields out there today. There is the Assemblies of God, charismatics, if you will. They are calling out for people all over the world. Well, especially here in the U.S. We need people like you and me here to start speaking the word of God again. In the 70s when they had the Jesus movement, a lot of people became followers of Christ. Politically, people were looking for peace. They were standing up to the government. And I know a lot of friends who are on both sides. They were serving in the military. I have friends that have served in the military in those times and friends that were opposed to it in those times. The 90s don't have nothing on our times, okay? I see the stupid commercials of, Ice Cube in the 90s and, everybody was waiting for the world to blow up. The 90s have nothing on what we're going through today. The 70s are nothing compared to what we're going through today, you guys. If you guys want to see lives transformed, if you guys want to have the honor of seeing what the power of God can do, His Word, you guys read the Bible, learn it, read it. Don't, stay away from the emergent movement because they're teaching you stuff that's not biblical. They have Kundalini and mysticism all up in that stuff, dude. It's all corrupt. These people are they're wolves in sheep's clothing trying to get money from you, straight up. They're not glorifying God with their glory clouds and all this nonsense. What they're doing is that they're leading you astray, and they're leading you down the broad path that leads to destruction. So you guys need to learn the Bible and know that it's not just about believe in Jesus and you're saved. Utter a prayer and repeat after Joe Osteen and you're saved. It's not that easy. Okay? Everyone's a Calvinist these days, but I guess nobody cares about Luther or anybody else, because if you were to listen to anybody else besides Calvin, you'd know that, everybody looked at him differently because of his teachings, and that ultimately your sin is not supposed to be something that's enjoyed. It's supposed to be something that you are heartbroken over, because God's heartbroken over you liking sin more than Him. The orthodoxy in the church we need to get it together, you guys, because the church is the only thing that can stop all of this stuff. And you could get as many lawyers and people who write bills and stuff as you want, but they're never going to fix the problems of our culture today. I've been reading a lot of studies, and I don't want to bore you with stats or nothing like that, but I've seen a lot of stats that say the kids that spend a lot of time on their electronic devices have a natural tendency to be aggressive when you talk to them about anything. So you guys realize, man, that all these things like our computers, our phones, our tablets or whatever, man, everything is meant for something good. Everything is meant for a good purpose. You know what I mean? Like, I could probably kill somebody with this book, but should we ban books? No. Everything is meant for something good and something bad. You know, like it's not. You know, like were Ouija boards meant for anything good? No, you shouldn't have one of those. Is it bad all in itself? I would say in this case, yeah, because if you have one of those in your house, you're gonna have your kids or whatever the heck's in your house be tempted to open it and to open portals in your house, and pretty soon you're gonna have, Slender Man in your house. No, but you know what I mean. Just know, you guys, that all these tools that we have on the internet are something for you to exercise your spiritual strength on. Flex your muscle, because when you're getting engaged with these things, you have the liberty to do anything you want. It's not for you to indulge and abuse your liberty in Christ and sin. No, it's for you to say, I'm going to take captive every thought in my mind. I'm going to gird up the loins of my mind. I'm going to go to war with my sin. And I'm going to ask God for help. I'm going to pray. I'm going to read my Bible so I'm more equipped. And so that I can hide His word in my heart, that I may not sin against Him. But anyways, I'll leave you guys alone. If you guys want to read this article, I'll put a link right there. So, you guys, this is a great day for us to thank God and praise Him for, putting some people in our government that still, care about what this country is made of. So, God bless you.